Good evening.
Hello. Gosh, it's been a while.
It's been a long while. Well, I worked it out. It's been 24 weeks since we did one of these. This is the first one we've done of 2024. It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah. But, you know, to be fair, it's as cold as if we'd carried on doing them in the middle of
Exactly.
winter.
It is. It's chuffing
I hadn't
freezing.
thought of that either, but, you know,
Yeah.
just, yeah.
Look on the bright side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope everyone's okay. I'm just looking down there. We have got people watching, which always amazes me. We're always surprised by that, but thank you for being there. We didn't. With leaving it so long, we didn't know whether we'd get anybody or not. But I've seen a good few regulars of.
Lynette's complaining
already
we're saying
joined.
no teddies. No, I just. Do you know what? The political situation is just so ridiculous that even the teddies couldn't take the mickey out of it.
Beyond parody now, isn't it?
It is. It's it has become its own parody.
Yeah, it has. It has. Yeah, we've done a few miles since we did the last one. It was just before Christmas we did the last one.
Yeah.
This is number 82. Number 82, yeah.
We've slept in a lot of beds since then.
We have. I'm just looking along the list here because we've got quite a few of the songs what we're doing tonight, which we've done before. To be honest with you, one brand new one, and probably a couple of covers on there which we might not have done. Just looking at it, but yeah, we'll go with it anyway. This is just a particular favourite of ours. It's a John Hiatt song, Crossing Muddy Water. I love John Hiatt. We should do some more of his really. But yeah, shall we have a go anyway?
Let's do that.
I do hope the technology's working, folks, but I'm sure you'll tell us. Gone, I don't know why. She let out this morning like a rusty shot in a hollow sky. She left me without warning, sooner than the dogs could bark, faster than the sun rose, down to the banks in an old mule. Took a flap across the shallow. She left me in my tears to drown. She left her baby daughter. Now the river is wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy water. Tobacco standing in the fields, be rotten come November, and a bitter heart will not reveal that spring the love remembers, when that sweet brown girl of mine, her hair black as a raven, we broke the bread and drank the wine from a jug that she'd been saving. She left me in my tears to drown. She left her baby daughter. Now the river is wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy water. My baby's crying on the daylight star. That big old tree is groaning in a rush of wind and a river of song. I can hear my true love moaning. She's crying for her baby child. She's crying for her husband. Crying for that river wild
Take
for her loved ones. Left me in my tears to drown. She left her baby daughter. Now the river is wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy water. She left me in my tears to drown. She left her baby daughter. Now the river is wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy water. Yeah, the river is wide and deep and brown. She's crossing muddy water. We almost finished together. Almost.
Oh dear.
Ah, it's good talk. I love John Hiatt. I almost said John Prine there, but John Prine's written some belters as well.
I just muted everything for a minute there. Really sorry, everybody. That was me.
I'll put it over here.
Yeah,
Simon.
put it out of my
Yeah,
reach.
that's a
Don't
good
let me
idea.
touch technology.
Yeah.
Whoops, there's my glasses gone. It's all going so well.
Hi, it's Anna. Hello, lovely. Yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you at Wimborne, Anna. Yep.
Oh yeah.
CJ's
Oh,
on
Kath
there.
Curry, hi Kath. Robert
Ari.
Jeffries. Ari.
Wonderful opening. 2 guitars. Yeah, we've not got a banjo tonight. I shouldn't have said that, Ari. Should have.
No, they won't be watching now. Give
There
up.
is some squeeze box. That's Ari there in the Netherlands, and we were with them just a few weeks ago.
We were.
We
So
were in
yeah,
Tilburg.
Since we last did one of these, we've done Australia, New Zealand, Australia, and then we came home for like 2 weeks, and then we went and we played Netherlands, Germany, Belgium, Germany, and then came home, and then did one in Cheshire, and then came home, and then we've been away a couple of times since then as well. So it's all been a bit.
It's been all right actually. Australia was brilliant. We had a great time over there. The tour went really well. There was no real hiccups at all, which given the amount of flights, cars, and driving we did, and the amount of gigs as well, everything went incredibly smoothly. Touch wood.
That was in spite of me having several litters of kittens in the run up to it, because you get out of the habit. You know, I'd done so much of that kind of organising. Dave books the gigs, I do logistics. It's just the way it's always been, and I'd done it before. But for some reason, I found this one really, really difficult. I think I'm just getting old.
I think as you get older, these things become more and more stressful. There's no doubt about it. That sort of thing, isn't it, maybe?
Do you want to smack around the head?
Yeah, close to it. Very close
Excuse
to
me,
it.
I'm just going to have a cough here.
Yeah.
Thank you. What else are you going to say? Oh,
Yeah.
since we've been back, we've done lots of things as well.
Yeah, go on.
So we've had a bit of a run of going to see stuff.
Yep.
So we went down to London and saw Jonathan Pye with Sarah.
It's great.
And then we went to York to the folk club
We
to
saw
see Liz Stringer.
Liz Stringer. I was trying to think of her name. That was a weird one. That a bit over a year ago when I was booking these gigs in Australia. You know how YouTube throws up suggestions? Well, everything throws up suggestions. I'm guessing it's because I've been on a load of Australian music sites and things like that. I got a suggestion for this lady, Liz Stringer, and I had a listen, and she's got some great songs, and I thought this is going to be great because she's all over the place in Oz, and I thought we're bound to come across her because I think we played 7 or 8 festivals, something like that, and I thought bound to come across her somewhere. Never saw anything of her. Then we got back home. We'd been home about 2 days, sat in bed having a coffee one morning, looking at my Facebook as you do, and a suggestion came up to see Liz Stringer at York Folk Club. when we went out to Australia in January, she'd moved to London and came over here to live. Desperate measures to get out of our way. But so we that was the following week, so we said, to hell with it. We went up to York and
so
and
we
saw
went
her.
to see her.
Yeah.
And then we went to Leeds and saw Jonathan Agnew, and if you don't watch cricket, that will mean nothing, or listen to cricket, but Jonathan Agnew from Test Match Special, and that was wonderful.
That was great.
And then we went to Nottingham to see a play called Punch, which we'll tell you more about later. But then we, on Monday this week, we saw Richard Thompson.
We did.
In York at the Barbican.
Sorry, I'm just sorting out my iPad.
Can you sort out my cough at the same
No,
time?
I doubt it. Carry on.
And so we thought we ought to do a Richard Thompson song, and he does this one on the current tour, and it is, I love it.
I can see what you're doing there now.
I say, I was like,
yeah.
I've got a real keep feeling like I'm drowning. It's horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do the song then. I'll press the buttons.
This cruel country has driven me down. Tease me and lie, tease me and lie. I've only sad stories to tell to this town. My dreams have withered and died. Once I was bending the tops of the trees, kind words in my ear, kind faces to see. Then I struck up with a girl from the west. They'd run and hide, they'd run and hide. Count 1 to 10, then she's gone with the rest. My dreams have withered and died. If I were a butterfly, I'd live for a day. I would be free, just floating away. Silver moon sailor, oh silver moonshine. The water is wide, the water so wide. Steal from the bed of some good friend of mine. My dreams have withered and died. If I were a butterfly, I'd live for a day. I would be free, just floating away. This cruel country has driven me down. Tease me and lie, tease me and lie. I've only sad stories to tell to this town. My dreams have withered and died. My dreams are withered and die. See, he's almost as good at writing cheerful stuff as you are.
Oh, sorry.
That's the glasses gone.
Glasses just gone. Yeah, he's got a new album out. Do you know, he's either just turned or just coming up 75.
Yeah.
Still plays amazing guitar, and what I love about the guy is he's still writing really cracking songs, good relevant stuff. You know, he could have just sat back and wallowed in his own back catalogue if he wanted to, but the bloke don't do it, does he?
No, and also he's still clearly having fun. And on guitar and mandolin in the band, because this was a full band gig, his grandson.
Yeah. He's got his grandson.
Zach Hume, is it?
No.
Holt?
No. Zach Hobbs.
Hobbs, I knew it started with a H.
Yeah, Zach Hobbs. And he's a stunning guitar player. Swine. Hate him.
But no, it was a really good evening.
I just realised we should have split these up. They're a little bit similar, these are. But
we'll do something different.
We'll do something different, yeah.
So what are you going to do?
We're going to do... We'll do These Days. Shall we do that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
This, again, we've done this before, but I just love this song. And I was looking on Facebook, as you do, again, the other day. And a friend of ours, Paul Armfield, shared a playlist of songs that make him want to write songs. And this is one of the songs from that playlist. It's Jackson Browne's These Days. And also on the same playlist, he's got the version of Nico doing it. And I don't know if you know of Nico. She used to sing with the Velvet Underground. And when I was about 15, I had the serious hots for her. And there's something. I don't know. There's a real innocence to the way how she does the song. It sounds absolutely gorgeous. But anyway, I've been trying to get Jackson's version down today.
Can I just say, Steve Farrington's saying that they're recording the cricket, so no spoilers, please. To be fair, we were watching it up until such time as we sat down here, and we will be watching the rest of it later. But, yes. Yeah, I was just saying about Paul as well, Paul Armfield. We're going to see him in a few weeks because he lives down on the Isle of Wight, and he's putting a gig on there for us. So we're going down there. But he's... in a couple of weeks' time, I can't remember the date actually, it's sometime in June. Oh yeah, he's featured on Mark Ratcliffe's folk programme on Radio 2, and deservedly so. He's got some lovely songs. Look him up, Paul Armfield. Can I just say as well that Sue Raftery is going to see Richard Thompson tomorrow night. Good on you.
Move.
You will love it.
That's cracking.
And also... Pete James is watching. Hi, Pete.
Oh, Pete.
Good to know you're at home at the moment.
Yeah.
And
try and stay there, mate.
Yeah, try and stay there.
He's had a rough time health-wise, Pete has, but he's on the mend. He's on the mend. This is good. We were out with a couple of friends, Dave and Sue, at the Richard Thompson gig.
Yeah.
They were filling us in.
And again, I've known Pete 40-something years.
Long time. Yeah, we'll have a crack at this. Bit of Jackson Browne. Love this. I've been out walking. I don't do too much talking these days. These days. These days I seem to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. And all the times I had the chance to. And I had a lover It's so hard to risk another these days. These days. These days
I seem to be afraid to live the life that I have made in song.
It's just that I've been losing for so long. Well, I'll keep on moving on. Things are bound to be improving these days. One of these days. These days I'll sit on cornerstones and count the time in quarter tones to 10. Don't confront me with my failures, I have not forgotten
Lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry, that sounded very
I
patronising.
drifted a little bit there. I lost my way, lost the words. They're right in front of me, but I just, I'm not good at that sort of thing.
No.
I can't follow scripts, you know. You know, we've done a lot of stuff with plays and things like that won't give me a script. I just cannot follow it.
When we did the show, and I know Susie's watching, when we did the show Footprints, which is all about the history of Sleaford, and we'd originally done some songs and I'd done a little bit of acting in the play Footprints, written by a friend of ours, Pauline Dobson. And then we decided, because we got a whole album of songs in the end, and we decided to do it as a show with readings and poems and songs and slideshow and the whole thing. And somebody couldn't follow. He only had about 5 lines of script to follow and he still couldn't do
I
it.
can't. I'm rubbish. Even when I've got the words there in front of me. The thing is, if the words are there and then I suddenly look to get find out where I am. If I don't find out where I am immediately, I'll start and panic and I'll sing anything or do anything. Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Tonight's beer, something very, very different, as folks will know who's watched before. I like my real ales, and I always tend to go for an ale. But as we've been in Germany, I bought some German beer on the way back. And so I'm on a Warsteiner Pilsner, mild hopfig, it says. You would know what that is.
Hoppy.
Yeah, well, I was kind of guessing that way.
Yeah.
And it's very nice. It's quite nice indeed.
Ah.
Yeah, it's very recommended. What are you on, Kip?
I am actually drinking an Abelauer 10-year-old. I have this thing that I've got a lot of different bottles of whiskey, but I've got a lot of bottles with just a tiny little bit in, and if that's the only one I've got of that whiskey, I don't like to finish it because I just like to have it. And therefore there's quite a few, I've got a Benria Curiositas, which when I bought it years ago was about 35 quid, and to get another one now is like over 100, so I'm not buying another one.
Look at that.
But it's only got like this much left in it. So anyway, it's an Abelauer 10-year-old because I have an Abelauer 12-year-old out there. So I thought, yes, I will finish this one. Colin is asking if I'm playing the flute tonight, and as I don't even know where it is, I'm sorry, no, Colin, not playing that. What else have we got? Oh, Sharon and Martin are on the A30 listening.
Oh, joy.
Near Oakhampton. What else have we got on here? Keith's watching. Oh, Steve Doan asked us to point out that we've played. Firstly, It was either Brian or Graham Pettifer asked us to point out that we, as well as all those places, we played in Deal a couple of years ago. We did.
We saw them there. Thank you very much
Yes,
for
thank
coming
you for
along.
coming.
It's good to see you again.
Steve Doan has pointed out all those different places and the school sports day.
We were at the school sports day. We saw Mace, our grandson, one of our grandsons, last week in the school sports, win 2 of his races. The egg and spoon was a bit of a disaster, I've got to be honest.
Oh, the egg and spoon was just, it was never going to happen, was it? Hand-eye coordination is never, I mean, to say that the boy plays in goal for his football team, and it's great.
Yeah, it's good.
But like delicate hand-eye coordination, no. My mate Philly understands about not finishing unique bottles. You just can't do it. But he was moaning about there being too many bottles out there, so I thought
Can't stand any of it.
I know you don't like it, so...
Yeah, anyway, moving on. We've got a lot to get through. This song, this is... well, we've got a few birthdays. I know it's Lillian's birthday today.
Lillian's birthday today.
It's Alianne, her birthday on Saturday, but she's gone walking.
She's gone climbing, walking up Scarfell
tomorrow, yeah. For a birthday treat. That's what you do for a birthday treat. We're actually babysitting
I
the
keep
dog.
looking over there. It's just checking that Ralph, the dog,
Ralph is sat
all right.
there really loving this, yeah.
He's bored out of his little
Absolutely.
brain. And then it's Sarah's birthday on Monday, and we'll see you next week on Friday, I think, Sarah. Yeah, we're going to go down there.
But this song, this is a dedication to Jella and to Paul. I know Paul's going through a tough time. Well, you're all going through a tough time at the moment. But this is a particular favourite of Jella's.
Apparently.
And it's weird because we've never sung this song out live. We've done it in a live stream. It's called Hark the Blackbird. And I wrote it many years ago when I was working in Harrison House, the care home. And we got a load of... We got the residents outside on the grass one afternoon having dinner out there because it was a beautiful day. And I'll always remember this beautiful little old lady who there was a blackbird singing its lungs out in the tree, and she just said, "Oh, hark at that blackbird singing," and that just struck me, and that's where the song started. Yeah.
Andy Revitzer is criticising your choice of German beer and says he'll bring you some real stuff over in the summer.
Oh, thank you, Andy. Andy, I'm willing to be educated. Hark the blackbird singing, high up in yonder tree. He sings the sweetest love song. He sings it just for me. He sings 'cause you're not here. He sings to ease my pain. He sings to while away the dark and dreamless hours until our paths they cross again. My love, it grows through separation, though it causes me to grieve. I count my blessings with the days since you, my love, did leave. I'd give up all of my possessions, surrender all my lot to spend another night with you. I beg you, please forsake me not. Work took you far away, no prospects here, you said. Give me a year and I'll send for you. A year and we will wed, but promises they count for nothing. No fortune to be made, your working days both long and plenty. Little spare there is to say. Hark the blackbird singing, high up in yonder tree. He sings the sweetest love song. He sings it just for me. He sings 'cause you're not here. He sings to ease my pain. He sings to while away the dark and dreamless hours until our paths may cross again. These winter days I walk for hours through the
why you had to go. I see a face within a mirror. It's not a face I recognize. The pain of loss I feel so keenly, the only proof that I'm alive. No matter what it takes, my sweetheart, no matter what I have to do, the highest mountain I would climb to share this gift of love with you. Now be patient, my dear lover, stay patient and stay true. There is no cost I would not suffer to end my days with you. Hark the blackbird singing high up in yonder tree. He sings the sweetest love song. He sings it just for me. He sings 'cause you're not here. He sings to ease my pain. He sings to while away the dark and dreamless hours until our paths may cross again. Most of it was there.
Well, do you know, we really should have listened to the recording, because I'm pretty sure that's how we did it, but I hate listening back to our recordings, I've got to be honest with you. It's always been a bit of an issue with me. Well, I'm in the process of recording a new album, actually, right now. Well, not right now, but been writing some new songs and starting to get some recording done. And once I get into that, I quite like it. But by the time I finish the album, I just never want to hear it again. I can't go there.
Oh, it's Steve and Janet Crosscar watching, Raven Freeze.
Oh, Paul Walker's on there. Hey up, Paul, hope you're doing all right. And Jess.
Hi Jess. Oh, this is yeah, it's like old times, this, isn't it? Now this isn't. Well, it is, because this is a completely new song. As in, it's got an accordion part on it, some of which I will attempt to play.
What are you doing then?
Oh, we're not doing...
Well, I was going by the list, but you do as you like.
Oh no, sorry, I'm reading the wrong thing. No, do that one. No, do the one I know.
It's up to you. I don't
Do
mind.
the one I know.
I
That's
really
much
don't
better.
mind.
So this is another song off the new album, but not the one I thought it was.
It will be on the new album.
It's going well, isn't it?
Well, it was. And but we have done it before, and we have been doing it live quite a bit, although we've not got it recorded yet. But it will be there. It will be there. This is. We've been having a lot of fun doing some blues stuff recently, actually, and this is one such song. But whenever I do it, I pinch that off Big Bill Brunsey. I always have to own up to that. Me and Big Bill were like, I can't do that. We're like that. We're like that.
I'm still gargling, sorry. I got a stinking cold when we got back from Oz, end of March, and it lasted about 4 weeks, and I felt really grotty. And it finally started clearing up, and I thought, I got through this, and then I got another one. And I'm still
Such is life, baby.
enjoying
Such is life.
the after effects.
Yeah, should we do this? All right?
Old habits take some breaking, and coming to cups of coffee that I'm making. Every day brings something new, reminds me how much I'm missing you. I go to the shops, find myself crying when I get to the checkout with your favorite wine. Every day brings something new, reminds me how much I'm missing you. Oh, sweetheartache, won't you give me some rest? I'm out there on the limit, way, way
we do get better when we do stuff we know.
Oh,
But that's
dear.
not really the point of this.
No.
That's, you know, we could. I like sitting here and doing different stuff. It's great.
So, comments on there. Andy Revitzer, great solo, Dave. Yeah, I like that one as well. He's got it on that one. Apparently Jella's eyes were leaking.
Oh my God. Was it that bad, Jella? I do apologise.
We always feel that we've achieved something if we've made somebody cry.
It's not always for the right
no,
reasons. This
no.
is the problem. We had some good ones in Austin.
We did.
It's funny as well because that song, Hark the Blackbird, and I'm trying to think. It was one of the festivals. Somebody came up and said, "Can you do Hark the Blackbird?" They must have heard it on Spotify or something like that. And said no. And then just the week before, wasn't it? When we were playing Checkers Folk Club.
Yeah.
A chap came up and said, "I'd never seen you before," and I looked you up, and I heard "Hark the Blackbird" on Spotify, and he just said it was a beautiful song, and it just never really occurred to us to do it.
No.
Yeah.
No, we should really.
Yeah.
There's other people
Yeah.
do it, but we've
Yeah.
not. Other things too. Oh yeah, in Australia it was the Blue Mountains. No, yes it was the Blue Mountains Folk Festival, which was the only place we went where we had bad weather. It was rubbish. It was wet. It was cold, but it was a great festival.
Yeah.
But the stage manager, we had him sobbing,
He was bawling his eyes out.
and that was when we were doing the dimming
Yeah.
of the day.
I tell you, who we did get into a sing with in the bar in the Blue Mountains Festival, and that's the Spooky Men's Chorale, and they are just brilliant, absolutely great, cracking bunch of guys. But they're touring in the UK. They'll be over here any time now. I think it's from June onwards.
From mid-June onwards, yeah, I think.
Through the festival season, and they're playing all sorts of places up and down the country. Go and see them if you get the chance. Spooky Men's Chorale. If you've never seen them before, I guarantee you'll love it, and you'll have never seen anything like it. It's just brilliant.
They will make you
Absolutely
cry.
brilliant.
They will make you laugh. They may well make you wet yourself laughing. They are brilliantly entertaining and just superb singers.
Yeah, it's
And quite good to get drunk with in a bar
it
when it's free.
was a genuine mistake. The Blue Mountains, they didn't have a green room for artists, but they had this thing on the Friday night and the Saturday night that any artist in the bar after 11 o'clock got free drinks. And we just happened to find ourselves there on the Saturday night. We weren't actually intending to stay that
We got
night.
talking to some people we knew.
I'll tell you who I was talking to. No, I won't, because I've forgotten.
Well, Catherine
Catherine
Priddy
Priddy,
and George Boomsmore. We were talking to them.
They were both on Jules Holland last week. I think it was last week.
No, I think it's coming out next week. I'm not sure. Anyway,
seen
no,
it.
they were on
I've
last
seen it
week,
on
yeah.
you. If you look
Yeah.
at Jules Holland, Catherine Priddy, and George Boomsmer, they are. It's on YouTube of them playing on Jules Holland,
Yeah, it
and
was
it's
last week.
gorgeous. Have a look.
Yeah, so yeah, we were yakking with them, and also Rosie, somebody that we know from Derby, who splits her year between Derby and Australia, tough life. So we were chatting to her, and then we suddenly realised that it was 10 to 11, and we might as well stay
Well, I
because
thought we'll
we
stop
get a
for
free
another
drink
one.
at 11 o'clock, and then all these spooky men
That's when the
started
spookies-
wandering in,
they
and
all
they
appeared.
obviously realised that you got served free after 11,
But
and
they
it descended.
they started singing, and it was just great. Everyone in the bar was going for it, weren't they?
Yeah.
Right, squeeze.
Oh dear.
This is. So I've been having a bit of a text conversation with our mate Gray earlier on tonight, and he's a Coventry lad, and he's still discussing it at the Man U Coventry semi-final, FA Cup semi-final. But this song, it's called Anyone's High Street, and I just got the idea of this. It's a new song. We've never done it live. Just been practicing it today.
Not enough.
Not enough, clearly. But we've been doing. Gray wrote the Nell Gwynn play that we are often a part of, and will be again later on this year. And we did the play in Coventry last year, and the next morning we had to go into the venue to get the gear out, and beneath the venue where the play was is a bar, is a pub, and this is just very much the scene from that pub at 10:30 in the morning when we went in
I
there.
had a very unpleasant experience in that pub at night, which some of you know about. But
Hey, oh.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's the
That's
one.
the one.
Tuesday morning, 10:30, the deadbeat boys go marching in. One by one, ducks all in a row. House to kill, nowhere to go. They get their drinks, each day's the same. No one speaks the other's name. We've all seen this pitiful sight. The beer's like water, but the price is right. It's anyone's high street, it's anyone's town. The great and the good, they blow their trumpets, still the walls fall down. It's anyone's high street, it's anyone's town. Then each one finds a lonely chair to rest their legs and soothe their cares, to swill their drinks around the glass. There's no rush, gotta make 'em last. TV tells them things will change. Point the finger, they're to blame. Plug your ears to kill the sound. We're not levelling up, we're grinding down. It's anyone's high street, it's anyone's town. The great and the good, they blow their trumpets, still the walls fall down. It's anyone's high street, it's anyone's town. It's enough to make your mother cry, but at least they're warm, at least they're dry. Plenty more out on the street, hustling for a bite to eat. You've been had, you've been framed, cover your face and hide the shame. Cardboard boxes in the rain. It's anyone's high street, it's anyone's town. The great and the good, they blow their trumpets, still the walls fall down. It's anyone's high street, it's anyone's town. Anyone's town, anyone's town. Close.
I forgot about the twiddly bit.
I gathered that, that's why I started doing it. I thought she's not, no, too late now, mate, it's too late now. It's no good trying to do it now, it's gone, it's gone. I'm going to mute it. It's no good practicing now.
Yeah, sorry. Told you.
Yeah, I thought, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, fair enough. Sorry.
These things happen. Oh,
Martin and Sharon are back on in the
back
travel
on,
lodge.
feet in, feet up, kettle on. Oh, they're playing a festival in Cornwall tomorrow. Oh, brilliant.
Lovely.
It's the job. Put a link on if you can get anybody there, please do.
Yep. Oh, Carly's on. Hello, Carly.
Oh, Carly.
How's the leg?
Didn't Carly have a birthday recently?
Don't know, but she went to Spain and broke a leg.
Oh, that's right. That's right. What, rugby?
Something like
That's
that.
ridiculous.
She was probably drunk and fell down the stairs, actually. but
Blaming
I mean,
rugby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Go on. Oh.
Well, we did this next song. We did this
For the first time ever.
the first time ever out in Oz. We were playing the
Burke
Burke
and
and
Wills.
Wills Winery. They have a little festival there.
It's a really, really tough gig.
Andrew and Heather Patterson are lovely folks, and they run a winery.
A high-end Fabulous wine.
Really class stuff, but very, very, very small setup, isn't it? You know, it's just the two of them, I think, pretty much. They get a bit of help in with the picking. But he's a massive, massive music fan, and for donkey's years, Andrew's put on gigs. And I remember the first time we played there was in 2017, and he said, you must sign the visitors book, and he got a couple of visitors books there, and I started reading through it, and there was like Chris Smither, Townes Van Zandt, there's Guy Clark, John Prine, Carthy. All of these people had all been through his place and played there. Just amazing. So I was never in the same league, but I'm in the same book, so that's something.
But anyway, we did a Bonnie Raitt song on the Sunday, and we've got another set to do on the Monday. And Andrew said, "Can you do this next song?" And we'd not been paid yet, so we said, "Yeah, of course we can."
We'll have a go.
And then we got a guy called Paul
Wookie
to play a bit of a guitar solo on it, and he's a really smart guitar player.
Lovely guitar.
But anyway, you've got us.
Smashing bloke. We only met him that weekend, but we got him up on stage to play with us. He was really great.
So yeah.
The song's called Louise. Who wrote it?
It's Paul Siebel who wrote it.
Paul Siebel. Is there anything you need to do, darling?
Oh, sugar.
It's up to you, isn't it?
No, I completely forgot. It's going ever so well, isn't it?
Oh, gosh.
I'm on second again,
Yeah.
yeah? Yep.
Paul Siebel. Yeah, I
Paul
was
Siebel.
again looking at Bonnie Raitt doing this on YouTube. A very young Bonnie Raitt found doing it. Yeah, it's great.
They all said Louise was not half bad. It was written on the walls and window shades, and how she'd act the little girl. Her deceiver, don't believe her, that's her trade. Sometimes a bottle of perfume, flowers, maybe some lace. Then brought Louise 10-cent trinkets. Their intentions were easily traced. Everybody thought it kind of sad when they found Louise in her room. They'd all put her down below their kind. Still some cried when she died this afternoon. Louise went home on the mail train. Somewhere in the South I heard them say, too bad it ended so ugly.
Corny ending there, but hey.
Great song, though.
Yeah, it's a good song. It's a great song. Who's that? Oh, Andy in Holland. Thompson, Netherlands. He's been to Amsterdam today. I hope he didn't buy any cake or anything silly. Oh, Russ Smith's out in a truck stop in Cardiff. Well, that would have kind of worked. I mean, what better song to listen to in a truck stop in Cardiff than a country classic like that? I mean, it's right up there, isn't it?
Sharon's been let out for good behaviour. Oh, Violet Hugh, I see. She's out doing Violet Hugh.
Oh, right.
Yeah, and yeah, so it was just a weird thing that the Australian folk scene is very country heavy, isn't it? There's a huge amount of some great blues as well. What was that lady's name?
I did post some of it on Facebook.
Yeah. Can't remember her name. A woman of a certain age, and her husband is an Anglican vicar. I do remember.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
at
somebody
all.
told me that. I saw
I
it with
didn't
him
know
as
that
well.
at all.
But she just sings and plays the dirtiest blues.
Cracking
really
guitar
great.
player. Yeah, she really belted it out. I mean, she's done a lot of work in the States. No surprise, really.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what else we saw over there that was really good as well. It was at Cabargo Festival. Lisa O'Neill, Irish singer, and you might have seen the Shane MacGowan funeral when they put up. It was shown on the news, and there was Glenn Hansard, the Pogues, and it was Lisa O'Neill who was singing Fairy Tale of New York. It was Lisa that took Kirsty MacColl's part. And also, what's the other thing she did? She did
the closing scene of Peaky
scene,
Blinders.
Peaky Blinders, that's her singing that. She's just got this haunting voice.
Yeah, she's really great.
Yeah, all the wild horses.
Yeah.
Just, but she's magnetic performer, just brilliant, absolutely great.
We also saw Luca Bloom. He was great. Enda Kenny, he's over here shortly as well.
Oh yeah, that was a weird one. The very first festival we did was in Tasmania, and we'd flown into Melbourne on the Thursday night, got up early on the Friday morning, flew to Tasmania, and played the first gig on Friday night at 10 o'clock. And you can imagine what we were like. We were jet lagged and like zombies. But when we arrived at the festival, we were sort of trying to keep awake, and we knew we'd know one person there, which was Enda. We'd met Enda before, and Enda's an Irish guy, but he went over to Oz when he was 24 and stayed there.
He went to his sister's wedding and stayed.
That's right, yeah, and he's now around 60, something like that. But he tours over here quite a bit. He's a great songwriter. But we were stood watching a Dallahan Scots band, cracking band. They were doing a set, and this voice came from behind us. I see that in Poms have arrived then, and that was Enda, and that was the first person we spoke to at the very first festival we arrived at, and the very last festival we played was Yakandanda Festival, and Enda was playing there as well, and he lived about 40 minutes outside of Yakandanda. And he invited us for a meal back at his place that night with Iris. And so he was also the last person we spoke to in Oz as well, which was kind of nice. It was lovely. But yeah, Enda, he's touring over here again, I think, from next month. I have a feeling he's playing up in York next month.
He did a great song, and as he says, it's time limited as a song, but it's brilliant. And it's do you remember the thing about the container ship that got stuck in the Suez Canal sideways on? Well, Enda sings a song about I did it sideways.
Very good.
Regrets, I've had a few, and but no, very, very clever.
It's written from the point of view of the captain of that ship, bless his heart.
Yes.
But yeah, as it's around, we have done this one before. It's Crosby, Stills and Nash. And as it's around school exam time, we thought it was a good time. Well, Kip came up with the idea of doing it again. Teach Your Children. It's a great song. And then just a little while ago, I was just having a quick look on Facebook before we came to do this, and I saw a post on there from Graham Nash. This album was released 55 years ago today, so
was it?
It's another birthday.
Oh wow! You see, Kath Curry loves Luca Bloom. See,
Oh,
we
is
have
it?
too many things in common.
Yeah.
Kath is the person that I friended her through this online running club. By the way, I've entered a 10k in August, but friended her through my online running buddies. And she, as you do, you stalk people, you look at them and see where they're from. And she said I couldn't understand why we had friends in common. And she looked, and one of them was her sister, who lives in Ireland. And her sister Claire had actually been to see us play. Kath messaged her and said, "How do you know Kit Winter?" And
In Rostrevor.
in Rostrevor.
In Rostrevor
And Kath
in
sent her a
Ireland.
photograph of us, of a Winter Wilson t-shirt and a pile of CDs. Anyway.
Yeah, just say about Luca Bloom. If you don't know the name, it's look him up because he's Christy Moore's brother, and he's written a lot of the songs that Christy does.
And he refused to
Cash
tag
in on
on
the name.
so his name is Luca Bloom.
That's why he took that up. But he's got some great songs.
So yeah, this is for all the kids doing their exams and all the parents suffering the kids doing their exams.
You who are on the road must have a call that you can live by, and so become yourself, because the past is just a goodbye, and teach your children well. Their father's hell did slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the ones they picked, the one you know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you you would cry, you just look at them and sigh. Know they love you. And you of 10 years can know the fear that your elders grew by, and so please help
your children
them with your youth. They seek the truth before they can die, and teach your parents well. Their children's hell will slowly go by, and feed them on your dreams, the one they picked, the one you'll know by. Don't you ever ask them why. If they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh, and know they love you, and know they love you, and know they love you. That was my attempt at a fade.
That was very good, dear.
Thank you very
He
much.
says in a very patronising manner.
What a bitch.
Oh, Ender's playing at Bromsgrove Festival this year. That's right.
Oh,
he was
right.
telling us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
and
good.
Andy Revitter, of course, as well, saying loves Ender Kenny. Yeah, he's a good
He's a
lad.
good guy. He's a good laugh. He's got some good stories.
Kath saying we should watch Fiddler's Green. Oh, and Matt, Kath's brother-in-law, is watching in Rostrevor. Well, if either of you can get us a gig at Fiddler's Green, we'd bloody love
Fiddler's
to.
Green, yeah, I'd love to do
We'd
that.
love to go.
Fiddler's Green Festival.
Yeah, great festival. So this is going to be the last one. So can we just again we send love to Jello and Paul especially, to everybody who's celebrating, to everybody who's having a bit of a rough
Gail
time.
and Helen, I know they've
they've got a bit of the same problem.
caring duties at the moment, so
Yeah.
I doubt they're on there tonight, but I hope they're doing okay if
Yeah.
they do get to look back. And everybody else, yeah.
Yeah, you know, look after each other.
We need to do this.
This is a song. We started singing this live. I think last year, early last year. But it's matured, and I like it much better how we do it now.
And it's one of them. I wish we'd had it on an album in Australia because of the amount of requests we got for this song, which was
have you got the album with this song on it?
which is great, which is really good.
And in the meantime, slam to that.
But yeah, it is. Will be on the next album, and we will do one of these again at some point, but who knows when. But we'll try not and leave it 6 months.
No, and we think that we're going to call the next album Home.
Yeah, that's the plan. After this song, yeah. We have got a bit more spare time through this summer, although things are catching up. We'll be out touring Nelly again. We've got a good bit of our own stuff to do as well through the festival season.
And then for anybody who, I know Philly was on earlier, for anybody who doesn't know, we are playing an Advent Christmas markets cruise on the Rhine
on the river
in November.
Yes.
With fascinating Aida.
That should be a lot of fun.
So for once, I won't be the most potty mouthed person on the stage, but please, have a look at that. You'll find the link on our Facebook page.
Yeah, we'll do this, then we'll hop off and have a bit of a listen back and get something to eat, make a fuss of the dog. Hope to see you again soon. She climbed the stairs to bed, she said, your home is in your head. It's not where you were born, it's in the clothes that you have on. Maybe it's a point of view, a feeling washing over you, a sorrow hanging off your bones, a longing for a place you can't call home. Home is not a stone set in the ground, it's not a name placed on a town, it's not a number on a door, somewhere you have been before. It might well be something new, a place you're always going to, a candle burning in the dark, a bench to lie on in a park. What is home? What is home? If home is where your heart is, what if your heart's been broken? 1,000 tiny pieces cast adrift upon an ocean. What if your life has been a never-ending trek? You don't know where you're headed for. You just know you're not there yet. What is home? What is home? Have you ever had that feeling of being buried underground? You feel like you are screaming, yet no one hears a sound. Your feet dragging molasses, you try but you can't run. You need a friend to talk to, there isn't anyone. What is home? What is home? Have you ever walked 1,000 miles with everything you own strapped to your back? You lived your life in limbo, no way forward, no way back. They'll tell you you're not wanted here, you please, they fall on deafened ears. You feel you've lived 100 years, the product of a million tears.
What is home?
So I turn off the television and I make my way upstairs, and I climb into a warm bed beside her lying there. She mutters and she mumbles as she tumbles in her dreams, and I get the inclination that this is what it means. What it means. This is home. I am home. Thanks for being there.
Thank you. Bye bye, everybody. See you soon.
We'll see you again soon.